James here, coming to you with another episode of Starfield. Let's do this. We left off on Voss because I was trying to show you something cool, but it wasn't there. Oh yeah, it's raining. Here, we'll go on the top of the planet. Well, actually, there's no up or down in space, but I'll go up to the, I guess we'll call it the North Pole.
My scanner says no flora, no fauna, and one majestic and invulnerable hero.
Okay. Yo, look at this ice crystal. Science outpost, let's go check it out. I don't know, sometimes you get lucky and you get to see a planet. What's funny is we're right near the snowy part of the planet. This is kind of nice, so you can kind of have an idea of where stuff is on this planet. I also forgot we gave ourselves an infliction because we weren't wearing a spacesuit. And I'm not going to place an outpost on this planet, or this moon. We'll scan for material. And oh yeah, Bethesda did announce they're going to be adding vehicles to Starfield, but they think it won't be till next year, I think they reported. I don't know if that's true or not. That's what people are saying. Being Bethesda, wouldn't surprise me if they pushed it till next year. I don't know. I think, and again, this is a very unpopular opinion. I think they should be focusing on Starfield and not updates for an old Fallout game. Because in all honesty, I think Starfield is actually kind of a fail on their part. A lot of people played it for a while and then they just quit playing it because they kind of got bored. Is where at least Fallout, there's lots to do. There's still stuff that will keep you preoccupied after the game, more so settlement building. And I do hope Bethesda does step up their game with the building in Starfield, because you can build an outpost, but you should be able to build more than what they do here.
This unit is performing a software update.
Take it from me. You don't want to ask anyone around here about their research. It's fantastic. I can't believe I'm working at an actual research outpost. It's a dream come true. I'm just an intern for now, but someday I'll be out there with a trowel like the rest of the team. I'm a local. The crew picked me up at an outpost near here. The first vendor they hired couldn't deal with all the space travel. Her loss. This job's awesome. Good luck out there.
I like how he's just excited to be here. No, I think that's one of those ideas. Yeah. This is it. Oh, this is upstairs.
If you want to know what we're up to, the lead researcher can give you some details.
I like how the guy outside tells me not to ask questions, and that guy tells me to ask. If I want to ask questions, I can.
It's a great day to be out in the field.
You know, you could very easily just steal from these people, take them all out,
Yes?
and your adoring fan wouldn't even care. The adoring fan is the one companion you can actually attack innocent people without there being any repercussions of him getting upset. Same with one other follower with the Crimson Fleet, because you can get a follower through the Crimson Fleet. I'm going to tell you who it is. But you can Storm, we gotta get out of here. If you don't have a decent spacesuit, you'll actually you could suffer inflictions from sandstorms. Let's get aboard the frontier. But yeah, certain followers you will lose automatic with them if you commit any sort of atrocities, doesn't matter what faction. It's pretty much kind of like, it reminds me of like the Fallout 3 companion system where you had good, bad, you had good, neutral, and evil companions. Starfield's kind of the same thing. Evil companions, evil companions, evil criminals. Although I don't honestly really consider the Crimson Fleet evil, because there's worse things in the Bethesda franchise and well, that's that star station I got attacked. We're not gonna go there right now, but there is one place I want to show you. Oh, there's two ships. The Kier Beam. Oh yeah, you also have random encounters in this game of random ships in space.
So, a little context. My partner and I are celebrating our 10-year anniversary. We met over a hail, just like this one. I was in need of ship parts, and my husband, saint that he is, offered to help. And to commemorate the event, we're inviting random passersby on board. Great. See you soon.
Target locked. You know, we could shoot the ship up and then steal it. Actually, no, I don't think you can with a lot of random encounters. But you can take ships in this game. But I don't know, I just don't feel like feeling right doing it. Again, this guy here, I would say he's a neutral companion. He doesn't really care whether you're good or bad because he just worships you. He's kind of blinded by the worship. Oh, we can take their food. Oh yeah, and if you're wondering what ship parts these are Stroud Eklund ship parts. It's like they got 4 beds. Nice little bathroom. I can't remember what, I think this is the 3-in-1 berth. Because there's multiple different habs you can install. The 3-in-1 berth, one of the habs you can have on the ship. It's pretty good. This is a great ship.
You know what that moon reminds me of? The time we were boarded by the Crimson Fleet? Or the dogfight with House Varun? I was going to say cheese, but now that you mention it. Enough supplies to get back home. Nope, we are going to die out here.
And this is
I'm being serious.
an exit point. You actually get multiple different types of landing gear
You really shouldn't.
that you can exit out of.
Warts are bad for your skin.
Captain's blocker. Oh yeah, there's a decorating feature. I forgot about that. You can now decorate your ships.
I can't believe it's been 10 years since we met. You remember? I'm a little wary of
remember
letting
being so
strangers on
grateful I
board,
offered to
but
give
so
you my
far we
ship.
haven't run into any bad people. I would have. My
That's
partner
when I knew
loves to
you were
talk.
good
Me,
people.
I'm more of a listener.
Anyone
by
else
trade.
would have had me. Here's your ship parts, as promised.
You didn't have to do that.
In my cowboy days, I used to do blind grab jumps to random coordinates. It was crazy.
Oh yeah, I forgot that Bethesda did that. Why did you give me ship parts, man? You're
This
gonna need them more
system
than
doesn't
me.
look like I remember.
You know,
Well, things change. Even planets.
aside from these two
Or you
talking to
just
each
jumped
other,
us to the wrong place again.
my intrusive thoughts would
First
win,
rule of
and I'd be
exploring,
playing around with all
The only
these
wrong place
switches
is the same
to
place.
see what happens. I mean, I don't really want to take their ship parts. They seem like good people. I appreciate that, but still, it's not cool. So do we have that? What would it be on the frontier? So now we can actually decorate our ship's interiors. We can put up random letters. Oh, that is so freaking awesome. Why wasn't this in Starfield when the game first launched? Now we can actually decorate our ships. Because you never used to be able to decorate your ship. So you could create a small ship and just place everything kind of in there. Cool. Okay. I'm going to show you one of the best planets to build on, and it's going to be the planet we're basing our base on. Let's get out of here. Let these two people enjoy their time together. If you're wondering, this is our solar system, the Sol system. So we got to jump to, we'll jump to, I don't even want to pronounce that. Let's get take One thing you want to be careful as you get higher level, the enemies.
Don't you just
get higher
love
level.
grab jumps?
So, fun fact about this planet, this was one of the first planets I built on when I started Starfield. And there's another ship. Oh, hostile activity. Sensor contact. So sensor contacts are usually wreckages where you can get materials and stuff for your ship and you know that. These, if you're not ready for space battles yet, it's better to stay away from these. We're not going to go to this just because I'm only sporting like a crappy little ship. But do be careful because you can do some serious damage. to yourself if you go and jump right into space battle. But here she is. This is my planet. So the planet I call home. Cassiopeia. She has perfect oxygen. She has the only thing she kind of suffers from is an average magnetic sphere. But she has decent fauna and flora and safe water to drink. All in all, she's a beautiful planet. Look at Barrett. Barrett's like, what the hell are you doing? Trying to get a good picture there, Barrett. Yeah, here she is. Oh, I even think it was I might eventually plug in my Xbox and just show all my bases on the Xbox. Because I have like full operations.
That is, until you left. Then this place is dead to me.
Are you done? Okay. I have like full operations going on the Xbox. You don't need a spacesuit on this planet. Because we have 37 degrees on this planet. Which I think is like 80 something. Yeah, there's nickel, there's cobalt, copper. We do want to be careful right now because we are very low level. But most of the fauna on this planet is pretty, or flora, I guess. Is it fauna? Am I completely reading that wrong? Anyways, most of the wildlife on this planet isn't too bad. But we're definitely going to kind of have to find a nice place to bed down our outpost on this planet. But yeah, that ATA Cassiopeia is a good star system to build on. I actually have an outpost.
This is my chance to prove myself.
What the heck are you shooting? Ah, oh, you're supposed to observe the wildlife, not shoot at it. Thanks, man. That's what I needed. Can you collect that? Yeah, thanks, Adoring Fan. I'm pretty sure you win the sauce if you didn't decide to start shooting at it. But anyways, ETA Cassiopeia is a good star system to build in. A little high level right now, but it doesn't take long for you to level up in this game, really. Especially your gun perks. You just gotta kind of tread carefully, because we are very low level. And it has been a... Oh, it's dead. And oh yeah, some of these creatures will have... They will have...
How dare you!
Oh, You picked that fight. Oh, what the fuck? Oh my god. Okay, we might have to stand away from this, stay away from this planet until we're at least close together. Yeah, try getting me in my ship, bugger. And this planet does have no well, technically it kind of has poles, but it really doesn't have actual poles. So the other planet I built on our moon was this one, because it has helium-3, which is really useful because you can create yeah, see, these are level 20 stations, and that's another thing you gotta watch for, is every star system has different levels. Yeah, we'll place an outpost around here somewhere. They will displace one temporarily, so we're gonna lock down. I like how we just left it going down behind. I really wish we could have lead planets manually. We didn't have to go through this whole loading screen thing. And another thing too is you do want to be careful when landing on planets or going to different locations that are higher level, because you may run into enemies, and if you can't jump away fast enough, you will die. There's a lot of things I learned about this game. And this looks exactly like what I have on the Xbox. And we have those weird flower plants or creatures. There's a lot of freaking creatures on this planet. Oh yeah, there's other ships on the land here. But again, if you don't have the higher ship flying perks, you won't be able to take them, because some of them could be Class B and C ships, and if they're those ships, then you definitely can't take them. There's a reason why I picked a very specific spot on the Xbox, is just because we're near cobalt and nickel, which I think is actually right here. I really can't wait till they release this update for console. And I know we had a space station right nearby. Now the cells are going to be completely different on PC, but it's always good to kind of get a feel of the land. Secluded encampment. Right near a processing plant. That's another thing that I kind of don't like about Starfield, is there'll be other encampments on planets. And I wish that you could actually go through the process to taking over a planet, because apparently there's some process that you have to go through. That you have to go through to have ownership of a planet, which essentially means nobody else could build there without your permission, because you own the planet. I can tell you with most certainty, if anybody who was living here, I'd either tell them that you're going to be paying tribute to me or you're getting the hell off my planet. And if you ain't going to leave, I'm going to make you leave. You're going to be leaving in a box. I'm very aggressive about my ownership of my planets in Starfield. But if you're wondering what this is your basic encampment. There's little to no encampments on the Xbox part, and I kind of like that, so
Need some credits, newcomer? I've got some. I'm tracking a Crimson Fleet pirate leader. I could use someone watching my... That's too bad. Let me...
it's because I'm too low level right now. I shouldn't even be on this planet. Ooh, that's a tar pit. There's some planets where that's a lava pit, a literal lava pit. And you're thinking, why the hell would people want to build an outpost on a literal lava pit? This is actually my character from the Xbox version. If you're seeing these random pictures and followers, this is my character from the Xbox version. They got some I was able to build on a nickel and cobalt deposit. But you kind of just gotta randomly run into it. But I don't think we'll be building on planets right now. I kind of don't start building on planets till like later in the game because it's a waste of time this early on. All you're kind of worried about is getting your character leveled up. When you first start Starfield, it kind of sucks. I like how those creatures can sit there and not get food for everybody. Minecraft shit there at all. But yeah, definitely if you're starting Starfield, don't think about building on planets right away. Because it's not always the best to do that. But it looks like this planet may actually have different resources because maybe they load differently on the different platforms. But then again, I'll probably just show you what I'm doing. Also, if you think about it, your ship would make enough noise to... See, there's cobalt. So we have another cobalt deposit, which is great. Don't really want to go in that direction. We got nickel. Let's just use you as bait. Yeah, so we could build our outpost kind of just like right here. And there's an enemy right frickin' there. Yeah, there's not much for mountains in this area. I kind of don't like building on flat land though. We do kind of have a sweet spot. That's another thing you want to build up is your wellness, but also I don't like building near other smaller outposts or bases. So we'll come back to Castle Pia in a later date to build on. Maybe we'll just build a little base on a small planet or a small moon for now. Just to have somewhere to bed down until we get to something better. I don't know, I just think Starfield, there could have been a lot more done on Bethesda's part. I will honestly say, in my opinion, Starfield's probably got to be one of the worst games Bethesda's ever made. They could have did a lot better with it. I think Bethesda really should be focusing on Starfield and not updating the real world game. Because there's like, if you look at the cut content for Starfield, there is a ton of stuff that you could have done, and there was supposed to be like more backstory for your characters, including your followers. Maybe we'll just build on a... You know what, we'll build on Voss. And also, if you discover a planet, once you've scanned it, any planet or moon but it has to be within the distance of a
Not much here, but you're the only life.
We still need to find somewhere. What is Voss got? Oh yeah, Voss has no resources. It's got lead. Oh, if we're gonna build a base somewhere, at least build it near a nickel deposit. But yeah, if you are going to build, always try to build near some decent material. One material you use a lot of in this game is nickel, lead, and water does come in handy as well. But you always want to try and build near areas with resources, and if you can get in an area that has two types of resources, that's even better. Oh yeah, see what I was talking about? Look at that. That's cool. Always try to build near places like this where you have something like that. And you see all these other materials, these won't possibly pop up on your... Sometimes you can get lucky and land on another. Also be careful around vents because you can get afflictions. Most of the time it's usually just a burning lung infliction. But maybe we should build like down here. There's one ship I have too. Yeah, I kind of prefer this type of area. So we got cobalt and we got nickel. Yeah, see, this is what I was talking about. Look at that. That is freaking beautiful. That is one thing I would give Bethesda. They did a good job with the planets and stars. And there is, you can literally create a time lapse of a planet. Okay, let's place another coast. Your outpost, they'll show you your border. You do get a decent border in Starfield with your outpost. Except occasionally you might get weird stuff like that because there might be, if you build near a base, your outpost border will be cut in half, but that's not really a big deal. But your outpost border is supposed to be supposedly bigger than, it's actually bigger than the settlement borders in Fallout. But it is a decent spot. So these are your structures. So your very first structure you have to build is an airlock, of course. Then you got your 4-wall hab, your double wall hab, hydroponics hab, hab B, hab A. These ones are cool to build. You got your science habs, your military hab, but you have to unlock that one. Your round hab. Then you got your round hab, but it's hydroponics. You got your small hex lab, large hex hab. Then you got multiple different hallway choices. Then you have massive watchtower, which is kind of interesting, but in my opinion, it's kind of useless. And you got your multiple different things you can decorate with. There's definitely more here than there used to be. You also got landing pads. This one's good for if you want to build, work on your ships. You got crew stations, which you definitely need if you want crew members at your outposts. These are your extractors. So you have nickel and cobalt. And you got your water vapor extractor. And these are the materials you'll need. Up here in the corner is your materials and your power, which is something else you'll need. Now on moons, you can have both this and this, but it is varying. It varies from moon. Some moons you can only have solar arrays, and some planets and moons, well, moons you can have both wind turbines or solar arrays. But nice cool thing too is you got the overhead view and you got this one. And when you place certain objects, if you want to say you want to remove that, yes, you can't delete it, but if you wanted to remove it, you can just do that. And it will remove it for you. Sometimes it's actually good to do the overhead view on this. And then you can do it like really high, or you can do it low. I tend to like to do it kind of like this, but really we don't have to have it super high. You can place that. Then you can place something like this, and you see how that disappeared when I did that? That's what you want. And then you can place that. And now we can go inside it. And you can still access your doors through that if you want. But look at that, now we got a beautiful view of the gas giant. And yeah, you can add different ones if you want. I only tend to do one hab sometimes if it's a small base like this is going to be, because you don't really need a large base. But you definitely need one of these if you want to have people at your base. It's not really required to have anybody at your base, but you can get certain characters that have decent have like certain stats that can boost building at your base. Those got different beds and stuff. I mean, that would make sense for having 2 people. Some of these are new, because a lot of these weren't in the original game. Like this one's new. This one's new. This is new. This is definitely new. I definitely can't wait till it comes out on Xbox. Say the Doran fan and me. We built our own base. Place that there. And now there's a the heck is that light? Must be some light glitching out there or something. Another thing I like to do is I like to add partitions. So you know, right when you come in your hab, you don't have somebody looking at your bed. Semi-private, even though we have all a complete glass wall, but it's kind of cool to have that. Kind of makes it feel secluded off. But it's kind of similar to Fallout's building system. Yeah, these are the futons, definitely new. About the couches. Yeah, the couches are about the same. We can place like a little couch there, and there's like some decorations you can put up. These are definitely new because a lot of these signs weren't in the game. There's this kind of like random stuff you can place around your outpost to make it kind of look lived in. You know, kind of like Fallout. You also have bathroom. But again, this comes down to the whole Bethesda doesn't have a whole lot going with the outposts, and I hope in the future Bethesda does add a mode where you can create rooms and there's more kind of advanced tabs that you can build where, you know, say you want to create like a room in your hab or in your home, you can do that. Nice thing too is your character can be in the hab while you can come out here. You got turrets, because occasionally your outpost will get invaded. I did find that out the hard way. But we do have wind turbines, but we don't have enough cobalts. Now here's something cool about Starfield that I will admit is really cool. If you build your wind turbines kind of like below the rock or somewhere where there's not a lot of wind, they won't actually work, or they won't generate a whole lot of power. You'll constantly have issues with them failing to generate power because they're not on there. Another cool thing to do to really make your outpost shine is to put a solar array on the top of your outpost. Kind of makes it feel different. You also got your extractors, but again, you need power for them. And these things do require 5 power. So we'll have to go and get that lighting there, dude. It's kind of making you look more on the creepy side. But oh yeah, and you can see the other moons that surround this planet, which is cool. I would say Voss is probably the best moon to build on for views. Like, I would literally build probably a space hotel here. And literally sell the idea of the view of the gas giant. Because there are some really cool planets in this game. So let's look what we need for the wind turbine. We need cobalt. So, since now we got an established outpost on Voss. Now exit out. Another thing you can do is you can name your outpost. So you just do this, and you can rename it. See right there, there's water. There's nickel. It's frozen. This is how you It's a very quick way to mine materials if you don't want to pay for them. But do remember, you do have to carry weight in this game, and your carrying weight in this game is just like you're carrying weight in Fallout. And sometimes you can come across these really weird materials. Always collect them, because you never know when you might need them. But luckily we're near a cobalt deposit, so we can easily gain a lot of cobalt in a short time. We also have lead. So we are in a pretty sweet spot. And we kind of got these cool crystals too. I think we have enough cobalt to at least build one turbine and maybe start mining more cobalt. Yeah, I've got uranium. So now we just kind kind of need that last one, and I'm not even going to try describing. Nickel. This is a pretty good material. But your main materials you always need a lot of is aluminum, lead, cobalt, and nickel. And then you'll need structural material. And there must be something glitching here. I don't know what. Then again, it's a Bethesda game. There's always something going on in this game. But those are definitely the main materials you'll need. Some of that other stuff you need, but the main building materials is usually what you need. You also need sealant to build. And there we go, we just fully discovered all the resources on Voss. I think we got enough cobalt to build. Mine this water. I think a lot of moons have frozen water on them. I think there's quite a few in our solar system that have frozen water on them. You can actually run into a planet that has radioactive water. Its oceans are radioactive. So if you're wondering, those unexplored geophysical features are, again, the resource. So you see how it says resources there? That geophysical feature is that resource. And usually it's just some fancy, I would say, geophysical form that the planets got. Every planet has them. Some have 3, some have 4. It's just based on the system you go to. If you go to a really large solar system, depend what type of solar system you go to. Usually the large solar systems have the different resources, and some of them are really cool. Like I said, it's not like Bethesda did terrible at this game. I just think there's more that could have been done. Like the cut content thing kind of ticks me off because what they cut from the game actually really kind of would have made the game interesting. But you definitely want to build these up top here. Wait, how much does that produce? I think only produces 3 power. What the hell, Bethesda? So now we're missing nickel. And later on you can unlock, because you can build this thing called a research station. I'll show you what it is. It's in here. It's in the workbench thing. Right here, a research lab, and yes, I can build it. So you have to have this, and we'll build it. We'll build it inside our outpost. I'm not going to build it outside. It. Nope. And then you can go in here. You can go to outpost development, and it excuse me. You have these different things you can build. Like this, you can only build if you're on a planet that has flora that can support it. Or fauna, I always get those two mixed up. But this is the other one. But you have to have Outpost Engineering rank 1 to get that stuff. Same with this.
Where are we going? What are we doing? What's next for me and you?
But now we completed that one. Now we have this one where you can build different types of robots. But these are like your different things that you can do. And the same thing with equipment. You can research different equipment, better spacesuits. Same with your weaponry. You can research mods. I honestly don't understand the point of this in my opinion, because Starfield you can get pretty lucky and find some really decent weapons already modded without the work of modding them. Then you got these which you can research better versions of this stuff that will heal your afflictions better, or you can research them to higher or to heal different types of inflictions as well. They just do a better job at it. But over time, as you unlock stuff in Starfield, you'll get definitely more stuff to unlock. As you see, as we'll play the game. I just kind of want to explain the way the game works, because this game is kind of... Oh, we got a different thing here. So again, you got spacesuit design. These are the kind of the ones that will go with your stuff. Like Outpost Engineering. This is a really good one to get. And I kind of don't want to spoil the game right now, because we just started playing it, but there's certain things. You definitely want to build those up. Just like Fallout, you want to build up your gun skills. But yeah, there's definitely certain things like this one. We have to just keep flying. So you kind of have to get into space battles. It's really easy to build that one up. But kind of in the short way, this is a really easy and fun game to play. It just takes a while to get your feet under you when you first start it. But now we should be able to build robots. Yeah, now we can build robots. So now you can build a sanitation bot, a mini garden bot, and an engineering robot. I think this robot takes stuff and moves stuff around in containers. So say your machine that's generating a bunch of cobalt's full, this robot will take that material and transfer it to a bin, or to a storage container meant for coal for mining materials. But other than that, it's not too bad. So sorry if this was a boring video, but sometimes it's good to explain things like Starfield for people who've never played it. But Starfield will get better, I think, in the future. The vehicle thing, I definitely will say, will be a nice added touch to the game. So we'll have to definitely stay tuned for that, because I would definitely love to drive a vehicle around in Starfield. But again, I really appreciate you watching, and thanks for coming along with me on this video of showing you how everything works in Starfield, and we'll learn more and more as we go along. It's kind of not a bad game. I do like the ability to explore space. Why did we get that? That must just be a glitch. I don't know. But it's not a bad game. It's a fun game. So again, I really appreciate you watching and coming along with me as you learn about more and more about Starfield. So remember to, when you're not ugly, to if you want, to like and subscribe, and to hit that little bell notification down below so you know when another video launches. Again, thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye now.